we're ready to do a nice slow yin. We're going to concentrate more being on the mat seated and then lying down. But do make sure that you have just a few things. So blocks, a couple of blocks will do. If you have a strap, that would work tonight as well. So a strap, and we may use the bolster, but you can always use a rolled up towel as well for class. So if you have that handy, just make sure you have it close to your mat. We're going to start lying on our backs to begin. We're going to be stretching out the low back. We're going to stretch out some of the hamstrings, the hips, a little bit into the neck as well. So again, this is a really kind of more of a low-key class compared to, let's say, a Friday flow where we're moving with a lot of breath. This class here, we're just going to be holding the postures for a bit longer, all right? So really important to balance out that kind of like strength training and cardio and those hip type classes to be able to be more mobile, right, and limber in our joints and in our muscles. So let's come all the way down to our backs. And you're just going to keep your knees bent here, nice neutral spine. And just start by taking a few deep breaths in through your nose. Really feel the lungs expand and the ribs and the collarbones lifting, and then exhale all that breath out. Mouth or nose, whatever feels most natural for you. Let's do that for 5 breaths. When you're breathing in, I want you to fill the lungs completely, like you can't get any more air in. And as you exhale, breathing out and get every bit of breath out. A couple more breaths. Take the right knee in towards your chest, extending through the left leg. We're going to take that left arm wide and just take that right knee out to the side. Just breathing here for a few breaths. And then switching over. Left side hugs in, right arm comes out. So just anchoring your shoulder and just draw that right knee out or left knee out. Gonna hug both the knees in, big toes are touching, and then just draw the knees wide, and then release the feet. Roll those knees in towards your side ribs, towards the shoulders. Let the feet just dangle down here. Good, bring the knees together. We're gonna anchor the arms back, and I'm gonna get you to roll your knees towards the left. So we'll be opening through right hip, right side, and just rotate your head towards the right. And just breathe here for 3 or 4 breaths. Just anchoring into your core, into your center. We're going to roll the knees back up and switching in the opposite direction. So we're just going to draw those knees towards the right side, feeling this into the left maybe through the side ribs. And we'll go a little deeper in this a little later. Try to take some deeper breaths in these twists. And just slowly coming back to center, hug the ribs, rotate the knees back. And then just bring your right foot down. We're going to extend into the right leg. So I'm going to draw my toes down towards my shins. I'm going to pull that thigh in towards my belly, my chest. Elbows are slightly bent. And let's just get a little movement here into this stretch. So I'm going to draw the heel up, bend the knee in towards my ribs, and then just kind of like a pumping motion here. And then settle into your stretch. Good, and switch to the other side. Plant your right foot down. We're going to extend through the left heel, drawing that thigh in towards your belly and your ribs. And then just slowly bend the knee in towards your body and drawing the heel upward here. And then just settle here into the left hamstring. And just taking a few more breaths. Good, hug both the knees. Just point and flex the toes. Take some movement into the ankles. And then just rock and roll into seated. Coming into a sit position, right or left foot in front, doesn't matter. All right, take your hands to the back of your skull. We're going to drop the chin down. Slight stretch along the back of the cervical spine. Good, hands towards the back, fingertips pointing towards the back wall. Lift and open the chest. Pull the shoulder blades together. Slight lift of the chin. And slowly release. Take your hand to the edge of your skull, and we're just going to bring that ear towards your right shoulder. And really draw the left shoulder down. Really feel that space through the upper trap and the neck. And then slowly tucking the chin downward. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good, and then just slowly release. Bring the hand towards the back once again. I'm going to drop my left ear to my left shoulder, and I'm going to take that hand just to the edge of my skull. Feeling this along that neck and upper trap. Slight tuck of the chin. Couple more breaths here. Good, and then just slowly release it. Again, one more time, fingertips are pointing towards the back. You can keep your palms lifted as you walk your hands out. Really feel the shoulder blades squeezing together. And then I'm going to draw and lift open through the chest. Feel this along the front of the shoulders. Just breathe here for a few breaths. Good, and then just slowly release. Just round through the back. So I'm just going to bring my arms forward. Thumbs are touching, and I'm going to pull my shoulder blades apart here. Scoop the belly in. spine. Little shoulders around, forward and back. Maybe rotate the arms. Good. So just take your block that you have. We're going to place it on the right side. And I'm going to take my left leg out and my right knee bent. All right, so think about seated tree. You can relax that leg. We're not coming into the hamstring quite yet. And I'm just going to lean my forearm onto this block, all right? So make sure you place it somewhere that you can lean. So you start to feel this actually into the side of the hip. So you're just coming into that side hip. And then just bring that arm up and over. So getting right into the ribs. So the chest is facing forward here, but we're going to change the direction of the chest here in just a second. Just take a few more breaths. And I'm going to slowly drop the chest downward towards the block, and I'm going to reach my hand and just bow my head. Now you'll feel this in a different area, maybe a little bit more towards the back of the hip, the SI joint there, along the erectors. Maybe a little throughout the shoulders. Good, and slowly release, coming all the way back up. Take your blocks to the inner edge of your left leg. Maybe 2 blocks here. So I always think about stacking in a T. I'm just going to hinge forward at the hip. So I'm just going to lean and lean, 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 hinging. And I'm just going to find that kind of sweet spot here. So I'm going to rest my head either on the block, or you can stack a double fist here. So just allowing yourself to have some support of the upper body while we get into a little bit of the hamstring. So we're just feeling that more of a gentle stretch into the hamstring, nothing too aggressive. Just enough that you're feeling maybe a little achy there. Just settling here. So we're just focusing just a little bit more on the inside tonight. Mostly because I'm really feeling like I need this too. So allow the elbows to hang heavy. Head is supported. Just finding that comfortable breath for you here. So finding that stillness. Finding just the right edge. Hi, George. And then we hold it here for time. Okay. George has left the building. I'm just taking a few more breaths here. And then just slowly rising out of that stretch and taking that block over to the other side. And then just extending into the right leg and then folding the left foot inward towards your thigh here. bringing the forearm down onto the block. Just start to feel that lengthening here into the right side. And then slowly reaching the arm up and over. So we'll start here into that side bend. Just really allowing the arm to hang heavy. So you see the difference in Yin from, you know, our flow with Ashtanga and Iyengar, where it's a little bit more particular of how we move. I'm not so picky here. So we're just going to slowly rotate the chest downward and then reach that arm to the floor. Just taking 5 or 6 more breaths here. Big exhale breath as we slowly coming back up through this, taking that block and placing it on the inner edge of that right leg and finding that second block here. So again, you may feel very different from one side than the other. We're just hinging at the hip. Just hinge, starting to feel that lengthening through the back of the leg. And just take your hands on top of that block. Lower your head down. Just taking a deep breath in. Exhale all that stagnant breath out. Finding stillness in the posture. Softer breath, and we hold this here for time. Just taking 5 or 6 more breaths here. Just slowly inhaling, bringing yourself back out of the posture, and we'll take the blocks away. So I'm going to keep this leg folded in, so the left leg's gonna tuck in, and we're going to take that left leg right over and around. But you want to make sure that both your sit bones are pressing down to the floor. And I'm going to wrap my left arm around the right knee. And I'm going to lengthen nice and tall, and then just gently twist towards that right side. A couple breaths more here. Just slowly unravel the twist. Let's switch this around, tucking the opposite leg underneath and stepping that left leg over. So you might start to feel that the sit bone is pulling away from your mat. So see if you can press the sit bone down on both sides. Give that leg a little hug, and we'll lengthen through the spine, and we're just twisting. Just taking 5 or 6 more breaths here. And just slowly unraveling from the twist. So we're going to come into a wide forward fold seated here. This is where you might need a few more props, or you can come into it without any props at all and use your arms just to anchor yourself. So you want to be fairly even as you extend the legs wide. You can use blocks or bolsters for this. Again, you might have to stack. This is a bit unsteady to have it on the tallest, but you might want it here. And then just stacking the 2 blocks, one on top of the other. And I'm just going to hinge forward just enough that I can rest my forehead down onto the blocks. All right, so you rise yourself up as high that you need. You can also stack your hands if that feels a little bit more comfortable for you. I like to bring my arms down so I can really pull my shoulder blades down. So just sinking evenly into the hamstrings, maybe a bit into the groin and the hips here. Feeling totally weightless on my upper body. A little bit of pressure along the brow from the blocks. Not going into the stretch too aggressively, just easing into this space. As you feel the tension maybe releasing a little bit, you can always lower one of the blocks. And just check in and see if you can manage that without feeling like it's piercing. You want to just lean into it, feeling just that dull ache. Taking 5 or 6 more breaths here. And just slowly rising up away from your blocks or books or bolsters and coming out of that stretch. So I'm just going to move the blocks behind me, and then just slowly draw the knees upward, coming out of the stretch, and I'm just going to stagger the knees and just wipe them from right to left. So a little bit of a rebound out of that. And then we'll just move ourselves onto all fours here. And you can just curl the toes beneath you here. Stack your hands directly beneath your shoulders. Take an inhale, lifting the sit bones, unfurling through the chest, really scooping into the low back. And then exhale, round through the spine. So draw the belly button up towards the back of the spine. Rounding through the shoulders. Inhale once again. Good. thighs here. Good, 2 more breaths. So we're gonna shift into a very passive downward dog. So shift the hips up and the knees. I want you to rock forward and back from your toes to your heels. Almost as if the head is pulling through the arms here. And then settle here without any movement, but now let's straighten and bend each of the knees. And just taking a few breaths here. And then just slowly coming back down onto all fours. I'm going to get you to find both your blocks. We're just going to take them across right here. And you're going to place your arms on top. So we're going to shift into the lats and triceps. So a little bit wider with the knees. And I'm going to take my back of my triceps onto the blocks. Palms together. And then just drawing the head through here. So knees are wide. You might want to bring those blocks a little closer so you can even get that head resting on the block. Now if you have any knee pain in this posture by closing the knee joint, then just stay in puppy dog pose and shift back with the hips up. All right, without closing that knee joint, you should feel a little bit better in the knees. Otherwise, go ahead into the full posture. Just taking a few more breaths here. And then just slowly rising out of this, coming back onto all fours, drive the knees inward. And just take those blocks off to the side. Closing the knee, bring the arms to the side, just shift the head down. Just taking a few more breaths here. And exhale the breath out as you slowly rise up. We're going to take that left foot back and that right foot forward. So we'll step the foot towards the front of your mat. And then glide that left knee back. So you're really trying to open up through that back hip joint, front of the hip. And you can anchor that arm around the shin or the knee here. Having your left hand down towards the floor. So really feeling heavy into the back of the hip. Feel that release into the front hip flexor. Let the chin drop. Move the head from right to left. And just curl your toe beneath you here. Start to pull that foot towards your glute. So you're coming off of actually the kneecap and onto the top of the thigh. Just pull that heel in towards you. Good. Exhale, release. Step that right foot back. Just rock to the back of the heels. Extend the arms. And we'll step the left foot through, again, towards the front of your mat, and we're going to glide that right knee back. So you're coming off of the top of the kneecap, sinking down into that front hip. Again, you can take some movement into the neck by dropping the chin. Maybe move the head from side to side here. And then just slowly curl the toes underneath, and we're going to draw that heel in towards the back of the hips. See if you can anchor the ankle. Ooh, there's some tightness there for me. Couple breaths. Good, and slowly release. We'll step that foot back. Again, let's move the hips from right to left. And we're going to shift right onto our backs now. So make sure you have your blocks handy. Just going to bring mine over to the side so I'm going to be able to reach them as I come onto my back. So we're going to finish off with that twist. So keep your knees bent, so come back to where we started. I'm going to get you to pick up your feet and maybe bring that block over to the left side. So I'm going to take my right leg and cross it over. So I'm kind of thinking of twisted root here. So I'm intertwining my legs. All right, I'm going to anchor my arms up to the side. And this block is going to be my support. So I'm going to slowly twist. Now this is a very deep twist into the hips. And you can unravel as much as you need to here. Keep the shoulders anchoring down towards the floor. Take a deep breath in, exhale all that stagnant breath out. Staying here for 10 breaths. And again, you can rotate your head in the opposite direction. always, always, if you feel like there's any kind of sharpness or stinging in the stretch, just slowly ease out of that bind. Maybe unravel a little bit through the legs. Use a little higher support under the knees, whatever you need. 3 more breaths. And just keeping the breath in as you slowly unravel from your twist. I'm just going to come right out of it. Draw your knees in. Take the knees wide. Switching over to the other side. So take that block over to the right. Pick up your feet. We'll intertwine the left over the right. So just start to feel that first bind in the legs. And then we'll just bring the arms out to the side. And then just slowly start to twist towards the right. If you need an extra block, which I will tonight, use it. Just taking 5 more deep breaths here. Slowly unraveling from your twist, we'll draw the knees upward. And we're going to bring those blocks onto both sides. And just coming into lying butterfly, so soles of the feet together. Feel the support beneath your knees. Just take the arms up and back, whatever's comfortable for you. So hug the shoulders in, find that space along the back of the neck. Feel the hands fully relaxed here. All the tension to fall away from your face, along the brow, the temples, and the jaw, and the neck. Just breathing in deeply in through your nose, right into the lungs, your chest, into the low belly and back. Feel that release into the groin and the hips. Taking a few more deep breaths here. Slowly begin to bring your arms in towards your chest. And draw the knees towards the center, towards one another. We're going to slide those blocks just underneath the back of the knees. And just allow the legs to find some space here. Chest is lifted, arms down to the side, palms are rotating up. Just take a deep breath in through your nose. A long breath out through your mouth, fully relaxed. Feel the weight of your body on your mat. And feel the breath softening and the tension totally softening throughout each area. Namaste. You're welcome to stay for as long as you like. Thank you for joining me this evening or whenever you're doing this practice. Thank you.